Hey, how you doing? So, I just wanted to make a suggestion to people who are looking for their birth parents. Um, I don't have a lot of experience in this area, but during the '90s, a friend of mine, she told me that her, that she had never, met her father, and so, this is in the early stages of the internet. So I did some research on the internet back then. It was probably dial-up. Things were pretty slow, and I was able to find her father. I don't remember exactly what I did, and so I asked her if I could call him up and then conference call them or connect them. No, and I asked her if she wanted to talk to him. She said, "Well, you speak to him first." She agreed. Okay, that's what happened. So I called him up, and what I did, I think was very smart. Okay, first, I said, do you remember, this isn't her real name. I said, I'm a good friend of Nancy's. And he said, who's Nancy? I don't know anyone named Nancy. And I said, from way, way back, from the beginning, Nancy. And I said, I'm a friend of Nancy's, and she's turned into, now, here's the key. Okay, you're talking to someone who hasn't contacted their kid in all these years, so there's a decent shot that they don't want to talk to them, or they're very nervous about them. So whatever you say to them, you have to overcome this concern, okay? Even if it's not true, okay? If you're going to lie in your life, this is the time to do it, okay? Because, you want to have a relationship with this person, and you have to overcome these anxieties. So, it turns out with her is pretty accurate. I mean, she's, so I said, Nancy, she turned into this amazing person. She has a great career. You want to say she has a great career because, a lot of these parents, a lot of them, they're not financially, that well off. I mean, the fact that they abandoned their kid, whatever it is, many years ago, if they didn't, probably a lot of it had to do with financial stuff, and most of these people are probably still in a similar boat. So you have to say they have a great career, and they're super. So I told them, she's super friendly, and I could feel him over the phone. You could feel him really relaxing. And I said, she's easy to get along with. And so he agreed to talk to her, and then I conferenced her in on the phone, and it went really well. She flew across the country, to meet him, and he had a big family, and I gotta turn off the. They got along really well, and this is like 25 years ago. The only kind of negative is that. Recently, she gave him. She wanted him to take, one of these DNA tests, and he wouldn't do it. She thinks he may not be her real father. She doesn't want to blow it because she has such a good relationship with him and her family. But I wanted to point out how critical it is if you get to the stage where you're going to make a phone call to your parent. You have to determine. Is this going to be a layup? Is it going to be real easy? Are they going to, be willing to talk to you and embrace you? And if not, you have to make some decisions, okay? If you think it's going to be a tough one, you may want to actually, be face-to-face with your parent because it may be, much less likely that they would reject you in that case, and you'll get over that, or you could do like in my situation, with this girl, you could have someone call up your parent first and say that they're a friend of yours and that you're and describe some of the things that I said, before. You're this amazing person, you have a great career, you're super friendly. And that may have a much higher response rate, if you call them directly, because it's real easy, they've rejected you or haven't try to find you in a lot of cases for all these years. So if it's very easy for them when they hear your voice on the phone just to, hang up or run away. So that's just a suggestion, but I guess see people, I've been watching some YouTube videos and they make this decision really quickly. And it's not a decision that should be made quickly at all. It should be really thought out, what the right strategy to do is. So anyway, that's my my suggestion. So good luck.